What's up, everybody in the TTC? It's Grim coming back at you, and I gotta put a man back in his place right now. I gotta let a man know his role, if you will. Mr. Big Dog. My man, you must have been blacked the fuck out when you made that video, because good God. How much fucking Miller Lite O'Douls you gotta be drinking to be thinking that Georgia is gonna win the national championship game? I gotta wonder. What the fuck you've been drinking. Because, I mean, goddamn, I want some of it. I mean, Kraken's nice, but it ain't doing it for me if that's what you're at. What I'm saying is, son, Georgia in national championship game at this point should not even be in the same discussion. That should not even be in the same league. Because let me explain something. Well, yes, you can point out your preseason ranking, which just fantastic on that. I mean, that, you know, fun fact, people, preseason rankings equal what you're going to do at the end of the year. No. See, if that was true, then Southern Cal, that school over there in Southern Cal, you know, the one that ESPN loves to get on their knees and suck, they'd be essentially winning it every year as opposed to the SEC. See, what I'm getting at here is that Georgia somehow finds a way to, well, be lackluster against the more elite teams. Let's look at last year, shall we? Boise State lost. South Carolina lost. LSU got whipped up and down that fucking field during that second half. They whooped that ass, boy. And then finally, Michigan State, a team that got blown out by Nebraska, which in turn got blown out by South Carolina. Funny how that works. You lost to Michigan State. Now you can put the blame however you want on that game. Now if you blame that kicker, I happen to disagree with you, but whatever. I mean, that's just a part of the game. But here's what I'm getting at here. You're not that team. I mean, sure, you guys can suck off whatever higher powers make the schedule year in and year out. Running away from Arkansas, running away from LSU, running away from Alabama. Gotta be playing Missouri, Ole Miss, and Auburn this year, right, boys? First of all, let me just say this: Missouri and Texas A&M. Let me just say this: don't be surprised if they end up winning some games, boys. I mean, Texas A&M especially. I mean, I think they're going to be very underrated coming into this season. I mean, and they're going to have to get used to playing a SEC style, but I think they're going to adapt just well. I think they're going to adapt fine. Back to what I was saying. First of all, that backup running back you were trying to come up for is Carlton Thomas from Frostproof, Florida, if I'm not mistaken. I think he averaged like 4.4, 4.5 yards a carry last year. And your boy, Isaiah Crowell, the man who, if he stubs his toe coming off the bus, is out for 7 weeks. Breaks a fingernail, out for 3. Slips in the shower, that's a season-ending injury. He's done. Mr. Soft, Mr. Stay Puff. I mean, he doesn't scare me. I mean, he's a good running back if he actually can man up and decide to play a few games, but he doesn't scare me. Aaron Murray, the guy who you think's going to pass all over us. I don't know if you know this, Mr. Big Dog, but we're kind of a good pass defense. At least we have been traditionally, excluding 2 years ago against, you know, I think we ended up ranking like horribly then, but 90th or something. But last year we kind of stacked up with the LSUs and the Alabamas in stats when you look at passing. Aaron Murray's a fine quarterback, but I don't see him winning you the game against us. I think you're going to need more of an X factor. And your boy, Ray Drew, great recruit, I got to be honest. But anytime your career high is 3 tackles versus Vanderbilt, averaging a little over 1 tackle a game. Over the course of 7 games, he had, what, 3 quarterback pressures, 1 fumble recovery, half a sack. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's going to be a game winner right there. I'm not saying he's not going to eventually become a stud, but those aren't the stats that make a guy an elite player. That's just what I'm saying here. But I just thought your comment about going undefeated was just so magnificently retarded that it literally had me laughing for minutes. I mean, it's as of right now, it's the funniest thing I've heard in a long, long, long time. And let me say this. You throw away Florida and Tennessee. Let's see. Intelligent football fans know that Florida is going to be a lot better next year. Tennessee is going to be a hell of a lot better next year because all the injuries they had are going to be fixed up. I mean, I'm somewhat afraid of Tennessee, actually, if you want to get down to it. I think they are a pretty big underdog in the SEC this year. They have a chip on their shoulder. Derek Dooley is in a year where he has to win it, and Derek Dooley is a fine coach. Derek Dooley, in my opinion, is a coach that can take a team like a Tennessee and put them on the next level. Now, sure, he had a bad year last year, but that's not all on him. That's on the injuries. Now, that Kentucky game, there's no excuse for. I'm not going to defend that for a second. But what I'm getting at here is, you got a team that's hungry. You got a coach that has nothing to lose. You got a team that's coming off injuries. Players going to be playing their hearts out. Tennessee is going to be a little bit of a danger this year, I think. Georgia, on the other hand, you're going to have to do with Aaron Murray. Fine quarterback, like I said before, but I don't think that he's going to win you the game against South Carolina when our pass defense is as good as it is. I don't think that Crowell will be playing by this time because he probably will, like I said, stub his toe mowing the lawn in that Georgia heat. And he'll be done for the year. I mean, all I'm saying is, the second Jadeveon Clowney picks that boy up, slams him on his back, I think he's going to be done. Because I've seen nothing to prove to me that he's not soft. So all I'm saying, Mr. Big Dog, is that you need to know your role. I'm not saying Georgia's not going to be a good team this year. Georgia will be a damn good team this year. As of right now, I think they're second in the East. Their schedule is probably first in the goddamn East because it's the fucking easiest piece of shit I've seen in my 20 years of watching football. I mean, that schedule is softer than Isaiah Crowell. And I've gone on and on about how soft I think he is. I'm not saying he's not a talented football player, by the way. He's got all of the skills to be an elite running back in this league. But he needs to man up. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Back to the point here. I think Georgia will be a damn fine team this year. But, national championship game? SEC championship game? Undefeated? Hell no. So like I said, boy, know your role, man. And stop breaking into your parents' liquor cabinet, plastering up before you get on the webcam. Because I've done that a few times, and that's ended up just a little worse than I wanted it to come off as. That's all I'm saying, my man. So until next time, boys and girls, this is Grim saying peace.